Hey, nerdy sports fan here. And we're talking week 7 NFL action. Minnesota Vikings visiting the Detroit Lions. Now, I don't understand why better than 60% of the country thinks Minnesota's going to win this game. Sure, you beat Philly. Philly's not exactly a fantastic team this season, okay? They've been up and down at best. So, okay. I mean, they're an all right team. You beat an all right team. After, your receivers essentially said the quarterback was trash. He stepped up. They played a much more up-tempo style than what they've done previously. That's really more what Kirk Cousins is used to. So he was more comfortable with it, and he looked a lot better. So, yeah, I mean, there's reasons to think that Minnesota's going to do good. I have a few reasons why they're not. It's called the opposing team. The Lions are actually really good, all right? They should have beat the Chiefs. Their record's a little weird, they're 2-1. So they've had their bye week, and they've had a tie. They really shouldn't have tied. So there's 2 games that they should have won that they didn't win. One of them they lost, another one they tied. So Detroit's far better than their record indicates. You've got a lot of talent. Matt Stafford and Kirk Cousins are really in the same category as far as quarterbacks go. Very, very, very talented, and nobody knows why they don't actually win things that matter. The receiving cores are really on par. That's weird to say. I get it. Adam Thielen's a thing, but yeah, Galladay and Marvin Jones. These guys aren't chumps. They're very good, and running backs about even. I get it. Cook is, he's on pace for a historic year for him. For the Vikings in general. And that says a lot because, well, they've had Adrian Peterson. So, yes, Cook is very good. Kerryon Johnson's also very good. And the difference is the defense, I think. And whereas the Vikings defense is extremely talented, Detroit's defense just seems to play better at home. They really do. And you're playing in Detroit. I think they have enough of an edge being at home, and the kind of games that they've played recently, especially that bitter loss last week against the Packers. Did anybody else see the officials Lambeau leaping at the end of the game? Because really, the officials gave that game to Green Bay. I did call that a Green Bay win, and I was excited to know that I was right again. I don't necessarily like being right for those reasons, though. So, Detroit was robbed. I'm sorry, guys. I really am. But look at it this way. You're not playing Aaron Rodgers again, so the officials aren't going to throw the game for the other team. That's a positive, right? Yeah, I just think that there's enough of an edge there, and Detroit's going to be pissed off from last week, and they're going to take it out on Kirk Cousins, and his receivers are going to call him out for being terrible again. Because, once you're at that level of poisonous locker room, that doesn't really go away just because of one win. The moment another loss happens, they're going to be calling him out again. So this is going to be an all-season thing. Every time they lose, Adam Thielen's going to want to punch Kirk Cousins in the dick. So watch that on the sidelines. It'll be hilarious. Obviously, I have Detroit winning this game. So the fact that they are 1.5 underdogs, I would bet them all day. Fantasy football-wise, I think it's potentially a smart play to play both defenses. They're both very talented. This is going to be a relatively low-scoring affair because both defenses are very good. And the Vikings' offense doesn't travel well. So as far as starts for the offensive players, Thielen this week is more like a wide receiver 2. Dalvin Cook needs to be in there. He's a running back 1 or 2 every single week, and you're not going to have enough running back options to push him out of even the flex play. So it doesn't matter where you're putting him, 1, 2, flex, I don't care. Just make sure he's in your lineup. Same with Kerryon Johnson. They're both at that talent level that there's never a reason to bench those guys unless they're injured. I don't care what defense they're going against. They're getting the bulk of the touches in their offenses. So put them out there, okay? One of those runs is going to go for like 20 yards randomly, or they're going to get a touchdown because they're the only running backs that get used. So yeah, they're going to score fantasy points for you. I would say Galladay is a wide receiver 2, and I would give Marvin Jones flex play this week. Matt Stafford is worth a start. I don't think Kirk Cousins is. I just see him being a little more turnover happy than Matt Stafford this week because of playing in a hostile environment. So, check out the rest of my videos to see what I think about those games and what you should do with your fantasy team. Hit up Nerdy Sports Fan Weekly to get my take on the Jalen Ramsey trade and general league news for the week.